Maximizar su cobertura y minimizar los gastos de su bolsillo. Somos Clark.
Broadcasting live from Houston, from the space city to the world. You are watching NowMedia Television.
All right, welcome. This is Community Shield, a program brought to you by the Houston Police Department. Thank you so much for being there, for checking in with us, and for sharing the program. Hi, my name is Officer Jesus Robles in the Office of Community Affairs. We want to welcome you and thank you for watching. And of course, at this point, I want to ask you to do us a big favor, to share the program. Now, what is Community Shield? It's a program that covers crime prevention, that covers the good deeds that the Houston Police Department is doing. And of course, we cover them extensively throughout the program. But tonight is a very special program where we are recognizing the good deeds of many officers. Today is the 41st annual a celebration with the OI Committee, the Hispanic Officer of the Year Committee. And we're going to be doing it big tonight. We have a lot of great people that we're going to be interviewing in the program. People that just love the police department, people that support the police department. It's all about collaboration. Y hoy tenemos un amigo. He is a part of the committee for the OI Committee, and he's going to introduce himself so he can explain to us exactly what's going on today. ¿Cómo está? What is your name? Tell us what you do, what you represent, all that good stuff.
My name is David Solis.
Uh-huh.
First of all, thank you very much, Jesus, for introducing us and the organization. I am actually a board member. I'm a civilian board member. My company that I work for is Bayside Printing. We're a large commercial printing here in town, and we're a big Latina-owned company.
Awesome.
And so the way that we fit into this organization is we support the Hispanic officers, of course.
Okay.
And my introduction to the organization about 4 years ago was through association through another board member and an interview process.
Sure.
But since then, the whole reason behind my involvement in the organization has been to honor the officers, unsung heroes that we have in our community. And in this event that we have is we're going to achieve tonight, specifically honorees. We have 4 honorees that we're presenting tonight.
Okay.
And then also the organization is pretty much what it really started was in to kind of achieve a scholarship program.
Awesome.
And so we have 3 scholarship recipients tonight.
Okay.
And so we're really looking forward to presenting them and see them off into their upper education so that they can have better success in the law enforcement careers.
Cool. And before we go and we find the honorees, who they are, how many years have you been serving in the OI Committee?
Well, I've actually been on the OI Committee for about 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So
How's it been your experience?
it's been great.
Okay.
We've actually, slowly been growing a little bit more every year.
Sure.
So that's kind of been the goal.
Yeah.
And so actually also reaching out and finding new board members as well as people that want to get involved, volunteers, organizing, and being part of the community. Another initiative of the actual board is to help the officers outreach into the community itself and being involved, whether through the senior citizens or through the young generation, and as well as helping out some of the organizations such as Navidad en el Barrio.
Wow.
Just for an example.
David, 4 años involucrado con esta organización que se llama OI. Es algo fenomenal. Y él es una persona civil, un civilian. Alguien no es oficial de la policía, pero él trabaja con nosotros. He works with us as representing the civilian heart, right? The community. And of course, we just value your presence and your input. You do all of the graphics, guys. It's awesome. The graphics that he does they're just amazing, and he puts all of this work here for the OI Committee and the officers in the Houston Police Department. Now today we got honorees, Señor David. Tell me, Señor David.
Let's see.
¿A quién estamos honrando? Who are we honoring today?
So if I can, if you hold the
Sure.
microphone here, I'll just go down the list here. We have Officer Berta Narvaez is
Yes.
one of our honorees. Sergeant Jose Pelayo.
You know, Berta Narvaez, I know her personally. She works at out of South Central Patrol.
That's correct.
She does community service,
That's right.
and she is notorious for the awesome work that she does over
Yeah,
there.
she's an awesome person of what I've read, and also very involved in the community.
Oh,
Correct.
extremely involved. Every event that you see at that station on 59 and in 45, right there under the freeway, she puts all these events together. Of course, she's got the assistance of the community service unit, but she spearheads these events, and she does an awesome job. So tonight, Señorita Narvaez of the Houston Police Department is about to get honored. Yes.
Correct, that's correct. The other person that we're looking forward to honoring is Sergeant Jose Pelayo.
Okay.
And he's at the Northeast Crime Suppression Team.
Ooh.
And so we also are involved in what we understand is in the Northeast side. He's involved in a lot of the day-to-day operations there.
Yes.
And then also helps out in the night shifts when he's needed. So
Crime suppression units, they do a lot of the activities, a lot of the warrants, they do a lot of the traffic stops, a lot of the proactive work. They're looking out for suspects, people that are involved in crime. Before it happens, they try to kind of prevent it, find these hot spots, and boom, there it is. Mr. Pelayo shows up, and there he is.
There it is. So the next person that we're looking at also is Detective Deanna Crandall.
Crandall?
Yes, and she's with the Major Assaults and Family Violence Division.
They're not minor assault, they're major.
Oh, right, exactly.
Grandes.
The other one, or the next one is Detective Imelda Rios Hernandez.
Sure.
And again, she's also with the Major Assaults and Family Violence Division.
Awesome.
So a very, these guys, they're out there on the streets and being very proactive and helping out. And then we're, of course, as I mentioned, we're doing the scholarship part of the program tonight, and we have 3 people that stepped up and requested that we look at their credentials and make sure that they fill the criteria for scholarships. And so we're giving away $1,000 scholarships for each one. And so we're doing it for Sergeant Brandy Hinojosa,
Yes.
Officer Shelby Smith, and Sergeant Charla Woodard.
Orale.
Yeah,
So they're getting ready to go to school, and this is going to help them buy whatever it is that they need to pay for the school expenses.
Yeah. And we know that, sometimes, work can't, you try to kind of save and do it, but every little bit helps.
That's right.
So when we kind of step up and help them out, it means a lot to them for sure.
Yes.
So, and they appreciate that. So we're in our initiative to make sure that everybody gets, an equal chance to get advancement in the future. We're all about helping officers out.
Awesome. Today we're going to be honoring officers, so stick around for the program. You're going to see a lot of good people coming in here and getting honored. We're honoring police officers today, and we're doing it through the OI committee, all right? 41 years, great celebration. And we're also going to be putting some images from our friends from APOL, another organization that has Houston police officers and many other agencies partner up with that, and they also were honoring officers. So, señor David Solís. Sí.
Muchas gracias.
Listo. Un saludo para quién, David.
Para todos los latinos en Houston.
Eso. Un grito.
Ajay.
Eso. Regresamos con más Community Shield of the Houston Police Department. We'll be right back with a lot more friends. All right, don't go anywhere. With the party and speaking to every single guest that's making it tonight. We cannot miss our chief Troy Finner. How you doing, sir?
Hey, thank you, man. I'm wonderful. You can see everybody got smiles on their faces. Everybody's peaceful and having a great time. But more importantly, I want to thank APO for what they do every day in our city. The community events, supporting me and supporting officers in need. So proud of the leadership and everything that they stand for. A great event tonight. So good when I see officers from all around our civilian staff and their families and friends getting together, dressing up, and having a great time. So, and even the chief is enjoying it. I'm relaxed tonight. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
And we get to work for the most part in the stressful situation, civilians, officers, and this is going to be a good place so everybody can
just relax.
Yeah.
Just wind down. have a few drinks, but make sure we got designated drivers and just have a good time, man. They deserve it. We've been through a lot in this agency as well as other law enforcement agencies, so I'm just glad and happy to see everybody having a good time. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir. The Houston Police Department, one of the most diverse departments in the entire country. We are hiring, are we not?
Absolutely. It's a great place to work, a great place to have a career. So please sign up and come on in. Come on in to our great family.
Thank you, sir. As we continue with the program, now we got Mr. Ray Hunt, HPOU, representing today. We've got the officers that we're going to be honoring today. Mr. Hunt, tell us how important is it to honor police officers, and tell us a little bit about your function with helping police officers out there that are, in the everyday struggle and working so hard to serve the community.
Well, once again, the Houston Police Officers Union is very proud to sponsor the OI event, be a key sponsor here. All of these members are also members of the Houston Police Officers Union, and we think this event shows just how diverse our department is. Our department looks like the city of Houston. That's exactly how we like it to look. We want our department and our union to look just like the city of Houston. That's the way that we get along with the citizens.
All right, good deal. And today we're going to be honoring
a bunch of officers here today, and excited to see who's going to win these honors today. And I promise you, each one is very, very deserving of this honor.
There you go. It's always great to see you, sir. I know everywhere we see you, everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Thanks,
We'll be back with more.
Appreciate everything y'all are doing.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Eric Flores. I'm a sergeant with the Internal Affairs Division here at the Houston Police Department. We're here today to celebrate the Hispanic Officer of the Year and hand out some scholarships. I'm very happy. This is my first gala to participate as a board member with the Hispanic Officer of the Year. Please stay tuned for more action and for more festivities, and have a great holiday season. Thank you.
And now we have a friend, Hugo Lignan. He is in the Explorers team, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me a little bit about Explorers. First of all, what does it take to be an Explorer, and why did you decide to join the Explorers of the Houston Police Department?
I decided to join Explorers because it's a really cool program for young people to learn how the real world is outside. We practice scenarios on unexpected calls or expected calls, and we act them out like if it's real life. And it's really interesting because you learn so much, and I absolutely love it. This program, I've been here for 2 months, and I absolutely love it.
Wow.
I'm so dedicated to it. And yeah, I've never been late. I'm super early. I absolutely love it. But I got into it because my plan A didn't work out.
Okay.
So my plan B, I found something really passionate about being a cop, and I want to be a cop. And this program I believe, is for me.
Okay, there you go. Only a few months and you already have that passion.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Are you ready for the competitions?
I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the competitions. I feel like that I'm prepared, but I still need learning, and I'm open to learn new things and open to learn more and get better as years pass.
And why do you think it's important for the youth? 14-year-olds, right, can join the Explorers. How old are you?
I'm 19, sir.
19 years old. So why do you think it's so important for the youth to get involved with Explorers, to visit their local police station?
I believe it's important just to think about protect those who can't be protected, make Houston a better place. Like when they asked me why do I want to join, I said I want to protect those who won't protect themselves, and I just want to make Houston a better place. And I want to enforce the laws.
Okay, it's really cool that you have that in your heart and you want to serve and protect.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. You want to make a shout out, un saludo para alguien?
Shout out to my mom that she always believed in me. Her name is Maribel Ortega. So I love her so much. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
Un saludo para Maribel Ortega, una superhéroe para nuestro amigo. Quédense con nosotros, stick around. We're going to be honoring police officers today in this Hoy Gala, celebrating 41 years of being established and honoring police officers. Don't go anywhere. Diles que no se vayan.
No se vayan. Don't go anywhere.
We continue with Community Shield of the Houston Police Department, a very special gala today. We are honoring Houston police officers and the great work that they are doing, something that is so much needed. And of course, we have a representation today from the Northwest. All right, Commander Wynn, how are you doing, sir?
Very good, very good. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be on your TV station.
Yeah.
And glad to be here to support our officers, especially the one that on the street, because the community support is very important, and recognize the officer great work is very important. And so
that's right.
Thank you.
Yes. Now we got also El Señor Garcia. He is Chief of Staff here with the Houston Police Department, and the Commander. He's up there in the Chief's office. So tell us a little bit about, the importance of honoring police officers in a time when sometimes a lot of officers don't feel appreciated. Well, we have these gatherings where we honor them and love them.
Yes, sir, absolutely. I think it's very important that officers remember that there are more people that support them than those that don't support us.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one way that we can show them that we're with them, even though we're not sitting in the same patrol car with them,
Mm-hmm.
but we're with them in spirit, and we're with them when it counts.
That's right.
Today, we want to honor them, we want to show them our appreciation, and we want to spend some time with them in camaraderie.
There you go. Now we are hiring, right? Are we hiring or not?
Yes, we are hiring, and just get it on hpdkorea.org. We will definitely take your application.
Yeah, are you gonna kind of like look it around and see, tell some people to come in?
I think what people need to know that we're working on giving people a bonus to hire with HPD. So yeah, we want to be competitive. We want to get the best of the best, and Houston's the best place to be.
There you go, the best of the best. You heard it from the commanders here. Okay, they're going to be looking out for you. So if you want to join the Houston Police Department, I think it's the time right now to kind of put your application in there. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Yes. You guys have an awesome night. Okay.
All right, thank you.
All right. So we continue with more. Don't go anywhere. Community Shield.
I'm Sergeant Cisneros. I'm here on behalf of the board of the Hispanic Officer of the Year Committee for the HPD, celebrating our 40 plus years of service here to the community at HPD. We have our keynote speaker here, retired General Ramirez from the East End, from Houston. He works at Texas A&M now. Sir, how do you feel to be here?
Oh, I'm honored to be here. This is a great event. Always honored to come back to Houston and be among the Houston Police Department. Got a lot of family that have served, and I'm just proud to be here tonight.
And we know that you're a great motivational speaker, and so we're here to honor all of our great work that our men and women do here at HPD. So thanks for being here.
Thank you. My honor, and I'm a huge fan of HPD. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
As we continue, we keep greeting a lot of beautiful people that are coming in here, people that are supporting the Houston Police Department, people that support the Hispanic organization, Hispanic Officers Organization here for this awesome scholarship event. And to honor police officers, we have Mr. Rick. How are you doing, sir?
Real good.
Okay, and what organization do you represent?
I'm with MCA Communications.
Okay, MCA, and we have a lovely person right here next to us.
My wife, Maria.
Okay.
Hola, María.
María, ¿de qué parte son ustedes?
Yo soy nacida en Nuevo Laredo.
¡Nuevo Laredo!
Criada aquí en los Estados Unidos.
Beautiful, great. ¿Y usted?
I was born and raised here in Houston, Texas, man.
Houston, Texas, a native Houstonian.
Native Houstonian.
Native Houstonian and a transplant.
Okay. So, una tejana. Muy bien. ¿En la comida? Is it?
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
We love everything.
Todo Tex-Mex?
Todo Tex-Mex, todo mexicano, todo americano, de toda clase de comida, nos encanta.
There you go. And you guys, representing MCA today, you guys are sponsors of this event.
Right.
How critical is it that police officers see the love from the community in their everyday, and especially on an event like this?
I think it's real important, and obviously, born and raised here in Houston, it's important for me. I have a lot of friends that are police officers, including you, long time, and family. My nephew just became an officer a couple of years ago.
Awesome.
And Jason Cisneros is a great friend of mine for many, many years, is also on the committee, I believe. So yes, we're definitely all for it, and hopefully we can get more folks involved and make this a safer community for all of us, right?
Yes, yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Go blue.
Go, yeah. Go Astros, huh?
And go Astros, yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming out here and for supporting HPD. We always see you with HPD, and thank you so much. Gracias, señorita. Muy amable. Gracias.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more. As we continue with community, yes, that's right there, Community Shield of the Houston Police Department. We are doing it good today. We are celebrating 41 años, 41 years of the OI Committee, providing scholarships to police officers and honoring them. And somebody that's supported the OI Committee for a long time.
Right. Yeah.
El señor Lopez, right? Bienvenido.
Sí. Right, gracias. Yeah, I was the past president for about two and a half years. It's a great organization. I always support HOI. We do so many great things for the community, for our students, and for our police officers who we recognize that they do a great job every day, regardless of their national origin, whether Latino or African American or white. You know, HPD officers do great things, and this organization, that's all they do. They exist to recognize the great work that our officers do on an everyday basis.
Any expectations for tonight as we honor the men and women in blue?
Well, I hope there's good food tonight, and there's always good. Now, the expectation is fellowship and friendship, and just establish longer-lasting relationships with the community members and the police department. So that's the goal of this event tonight.
And so Chief Lopez was also a chief with the Houston Police Department. In case I'm sure you've seen him all over the place. So where are you at nowadays?
I'm the chief of police for the Houston Independent School District, but I'm always going to be with HPD no matter what. Yeah. Always HPD blue. Behind this badge is always HPD.
I see him in every HPD event. They're hanging around, and also very. I'm just awesome to collaborate with you as you guide us through the process.
Can't get rid of me.
Yeah, there you go. Pues I hope you enjoy the event tonight, okay?
You.
And thank you for your love and support for this organization. Yes. Now, as we continue with the program, we also have another celebrity in the policing business. I like to say celebrity because he is out there in the front line, and he works a very particular side of the police department. He does a lot of DWIs and a lot of work in that. And
just a few.
Just a few, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, so tell us about tonight.
It doesn't matter what kind of event it is or who it's for or anything else. We always want people to be safe. We want people to have safe rides home and not have to worry about those kind of things, especially when we're talking about an event that's here to honor officers.
That's right. Now, for the public out there that's preparing to celebrate, there's big celebrations coming up. We got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, and all of that good stuff going on. Usually there are campaigns that the District Attorney's Office, HPD, and many law enforcement agencies launch in these times, and some of them are zero tolerance, and we got the DA involved in all of this.
Well, it's realistic. We're always zero tolerance when it comes to DWI. So, as a community, not just as a department, we can't tolerate people going out there drinking and driving, causing havoc on the roadways, causing crashes. The amount of injuries and damage and mental and monetary amounts is beyond comparison for any other type of crime. So it's really something that HPD has put a big focus on in the last few years. The DA's office has put a big focus on it, and we really need the community as a whole to say, hey, look, we're not going to tolerate this anymore, and make sure it doesn't happen.
Especially in a time when we have so many different ways to get home.
There's so many options. I mean, the easiest thing is you can call an Uber or Lyft or whatever ride share service you want to use. There's taxis. You can call friends. You can take the bus, or you can, we've got the Metro Rail downtown as well, to get you to places. So there's really no excuse anymore for, saying, oh, I just want my own car. Well, that's why we have to plan ahead. So it's not, oh, I drove my car downtown and I drank too much. How do I get it home? It's, hey, I know I'm going out tonight. I know I'm going to drink. Go to the ball game, go to a concert, wherever it is that you go to. So plan ahead. Take the Uber downtown to start with. Then you don't even have to worry about what happens with your car on the way home. So it's sitting in your driveway and we're in the garage and it's safe. And then you get home safe.
There you go. Some wise words from someone that has so much experience. Now, I promise you it's not going to be any more work-related stuff tonight. I know you're uniform and you're representing the department today, and I had to get a couple of words from you.
Oh, anytime. I'm glad to be here. My wife has been very involved with this committee in her time on the department. It's something that's very important to her. Well, that means it's important to me as well.
Yes,
so, anytime you can show up and represent the department and Officers are going to be honored for the hard work that they've done. It's always important. It's always a good thing to be at.
Happy life, happy wife, right?
Absolutely.
Happy wife, happy life.
Absolutely.
You support you. Well, thank you so much, sir, for coming out here and for giving us a couple of words. You ready to see some officers getting honored up there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be great. It's always good to recognize our officers for the hard work that they do.
All right, sounds good. There it is, the Community Shield of the Houston Police Department. We'll be right back with more. Don't go anywhere.
Cool.
Thanks, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Continuing with Community Shield of the Houston Police Department, speaking to beautiful, distinguished people in the department, we have Mr. Mejia today, officer in the Houston Police Department. Of course, he's also involved in the OI committee. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah, I am currently a new member, about a year and a half on the board, but a past recipient of Hispanic Officer of the Year back in 2001.
Mr. Mejia, I thought you were here for longer. I mean, you're moving around and you're bringing people in from all over the place. I mean, you are.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to showcase our department and the young officers that are out there protecting and serving and doing an outstanding job. I think it builds morale. And then number two, also raising money for scholarships to further enhance their education if they desire to.
That is awesome. Now, tell us a little bit about Mr. Mejia. How long have you been in the department, and where do you serve, or where have you been? Tell us a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, I am currently at a Class 155. I've got 29 years on the department, assigned over major offenders as a federal task force officer with the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms and explosives. But my past experiences have been gangs and robbery, and those I spent about 15 years.
You know, and something right now that's out there is all over the place. The drugs, fentanyl, and drugs like that we don't know much about. Some recommendations for parents, if you want to share something to keep our kids safe from this stuff.
One of the biggest things here, there's a couple of factors that parents need to know. Number one, be very involved with your children. That's the most important thing. Number two, fentanyl and carfentanil have been a huge splash here in the community of Houston and all of Texas, and quite frankly, nationally. It can be disguised in candy. Your teenage kids or your adult young sons or daughters could be at a party and they think that they're having a cookie or a candy, and it is laced with this fentanyl.
And fentanyl, for those that don't understand exactly what fentanyl is, it's used on animals, on large animals, horses, elephants, to prepare them when they're going to do some surgical process.
Yeah, fentanyl is that exactly, but also is used in the end of a life for cancer patients that have gone from morphine. That morphine is no longer easing their exit of their life, and they use fentanyl. And fentanyl is a very, very potent drug, and it is not used for any other purpose but to ease that pain as they exit.
And of course, they use very small doses of this. Fentanyl can be so fatal to somebody that ingests even a portion a bit higher than what they're supposed to.
Absolutely, and you're absolutely correct. Just the mere odor of it, officers and first responders, whether they're firemen or all, even the ingestion in a house or somewhere where they're taking it in, so much so that our department has issued us all with Narcan, which is a spray, a nasal spray that in the event we get exposed.
We've seen a video of an officer that was doing a search of a suspect, and for some reason or another, he got fentanyl on him and he dropped.
Absolutely. It'll absolutely debilitate you and you pass out, and it's extremely vital that you react as quickly as possible with if you have Narcan and or get medical attention ASAP, as soon as possible.
All right, so that's the stuff that we're facing as officers. Mr. Mejia, today you're part of something that's greater than all of us, honoring officers and just giving them a high ground today of honor.
Absolutely. This is a great day for young Hispanic officers and all officers, not just Hispanic, but all officers that have gone beyond the call of duty. And this is a great opportunity, good evening, to recognize their accomplishment and also encourage them to promote and to move on within the organization.
Yes, and we want to just send a shout out to all the sponsors for making this event happen. If it's not without their support, it really is difficult to make something like this happen.
You're absolutely correct. We could not have done this with all the citizens and all the sponsorships from Cigna. You've got the U of H downtown, of course, the Houston Police Officers Union and Gonzalez Oliver LLC. I've got others that I can't mention, but those are just the few, some of the larger sponsors. And then this beautiful venue here at the ballroom of Buffalo Place. It's just going to be an exciting night.
Imagine that. We got we're honoring officers today, and then we also got a little dose of what fentanyl is, all right, no pun intended, and some education from Mr. Mejia with so much experience.
Thank you very much for having me, man. Let's have a great evening, and just stay involved with your kids. That's all. That's the number one thing.
There it is. We'll be back with more in Community Shield of the Houston Police Department, and I promise you, Mr. Mejia, whenever he gives us, whenever he's available, because he is running around all over the place, we can have him on the program and expand on drugs and things like that. So, gracias.
I would love to. No.
Eso. ¿El grito mexicano se lo sabe un grito? ¿Un grito?
¿Me echo un grito ahorita?
Grito.
No, ahorita no.
I'm going to not do that because they're going to run me out of here.
Que viva Día de los Muertos.
Oh, Día de los Muertos. Ok, saludos para todos.
Adiós. Very good, bro.
All right, an individual that doesn't require much presentation, Mr. Knox, Councilmember Knox of the city of Houston. He's seen in so many of the HPD events, always a great supporter of the police department. Sir, how are you doing, sir?
I'm well, thank you. I was an HPD officer for many years, and my son was an HPD officer, was killed in the line of duty in May of 2020. And so HPD is close to my heart, and I'm just happy. Anytime we have an opportunity to uplift the police department, I'm there for it. And the Hispanic Officer of the Year is one of those programs that I really enjoy coming to because, it's just great to see what good work our law enforcement is doing in the community and in all of our communities, but especially in the Hispanic community where there's a little bit of confusion about what police are there to do. And so these Hispanic officers are working hard, helping the general citizens, but they have a special, unique opportunity to help the community that doesn't speak English very well and help them understand our culture and how we do things here in Texas.
Now, as a former police officer and now as a council member, what are the takeaways from working so many years in law enforcement and now involved in city council?
Well, I can tell you when I was a police officer, I never got invited to the party until after the party was out of hand. As a council member,
True.
I get invited to the party beforehand, and my police training tells me when to leave before it gets out of hand. So,
man. That was not scripted. That is awesome.
So, yeah, but that's the big deal.
Because you got to know when it's time to go. You got to know when it's time to,
As a policeman, you sometimes don't have the option to leave. But I'm not a policeman anymore, so.
Yeah, as everybody's running out, we are running in.
I see an opportunity to get out before the bad stuff happens, and I take it, so there you go.
Any wisdom for police officers out there that are watching the program and those that want to be HPD?
Yeah, well, policing is a calling. It's like a ministry.
Yes.
People don't join the police department to get wealthy. They join because it's in their heart and soul, and they want to help people. So if you're that kind of a person, we've got a job for you at HPD. We're well short of our goals, and we need some good quality recruits coming in who want to serve the community.
There you go. So we're looking out for new officers to come and check in with us.
Now, we got lots of openings.
Yeah, lots of them.
Yeah, lots of them. We, filling classes is a problem. So we've got 5 classes this year, probably have 5 more next year, and that's a lot.
Yes.
And we're barely covering attrition right now. So come on. If you're qualified and you think you want to serve and do a really dangerous job, but a very fulfilling job, then HPD is the place for you.
Sir, every time I see you, I see Jason. I see his spirit with you, and it's just very humbling to me to have you here. I don't know what words to say to you.
Well, that's okay. There aren't any words necessary. Losing your son, no matter whether it's line of duty or accident, illness, injury, whatever, a lot of people do it. It's a burden that you bear all the rest of your life. But you got to learn to move forward and live your life because God put you here for a reason.
Yep.
Called him home because he needed to go. I don't understand that plan. I care to understand that plan, but he's left me here, and so I'm going to continue to do what I can for the people of Houston.
And exactly, you're working and doing things for us, for the officers that are here working so hard. Eternal rest grant unto him, O Lord, and may that perpetual light shine on him forever and ever.
Yeah.
Amen. Thank
Amen.
you, sir. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we have now Commander Cephas here in the Houston Police Department, and we're just greeting all these beautiful people that are joining us today, Commander.
I'm happy to be here. I'm glad I was invited out to it, and it's always a great cause, especially with honoring our officers, scholarship recipients. Great time for us just to get together and mingle, so it's a good deal. I'm happy to be here. So
awesome. And what command are you at right now?
So I'm currently over gang division for the city, so I stay busy. There's a lot out there for me to do. Got some great officers that work under my command, so we do a lot of great work in the city.
Yes. So a shout out to families and everybody that's watching this program. How important is it for parents to just be on their kids, just to be, know where they're at all the time?
Well, it's very important. Like, parents should always know where your kids are at, what your kids are doing, monitor their social media, monitor the friends they're hanging out with them, and just basically look at how they, you know your kid. So if your kid's doing something out of place, that's probably a clue for you to key in on some things. And don't be afraid to be nosy. Get in your kids' business. Find out what they're doing. You have to be engaged with your kids and who they're around. So very important. Great question.
Especially the nighttime. There's really nothing good that happens out at nighttime when your teenager, your kid is out there. It's best to bring him in home and just know exactly where they're at.
Exactly. You said that correctly. I mean, it's nothing out there at this time of night. Unless if they're with you out at an event, okay. But if they're out by themselves, that's something you should definitely be weary of and pay attention to. So
there you go. I'm glad, Commander Cephas, you're out here with us and just having a good time and just honoring police officers today.
Yes,
and enjoy the day. Any expectation for tonight?
I keep it wide open. I never know. I like to have a good time. So anything, I'm all for it. So whatever happens, I'm with it.
I like that. Keep it open. Okay. All right. Well, you have a good night.
All right. You too. Take care.
We continue with Community Shield of the Houston Police Department. Let's see more images from April also as they celebrated so many officers out there. Wow. I love the music. I love the ambiente. We got the masks going on. People are showing up with those cool masks. But someone that couldn't show up with a mask today, because he cannot mask himself today, because he's got to be, everybody's got to know. Sargento Carr, how are you doing, sir?
I'm blessed, all is well.
All right, so what's going on today?
So we're celebrating the Afro-American Police Awards Gala, where we celebrate outstanding officers who's making a significant contribution of going beyond the call of duty. And we also celebrating our community and our citizens. So it's a time of celebrating, uplifting, and coming together.
And you guys do it in style.
Oh, yes. It's all about doing things in excellence. We have our TSU students here that is volunteering from the University of TSU Criminal Justice Program. We have family and friends and dignitary and, community members. So we're just here to celebrate.
I love it. Yeah. So, hey, thank you for the good work and for the recognition you're going to be doing today to so many people that are doing so many good deeds out there.
Yes.
All right. As we continue with this masquerade event, don't go anywhere. We're going to continue meeting some of these very distinguished people and guests that are contributing with their presence, with their joy, and just being here with us in this April Masquerade Gala. The Hispanic Officer of the Year Committee today hosting 41 years of serving police officers and serving the good works that they are doing in collaboration with community. As we continue with this program, just saying hi to more distinguished people and servicemen of the Houston Police Department. We have Chief Martin. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, very good.
All right, so tell us, what are your expectations for tonight as we celebrate many law enforcement?
I'm looking forward to spending some time with a lot of people here celebrating the accomplishments of our troops. We celebrate them ourselves all the time, but when we've got community members that'll come out and celebrate with us, it just makes so much more of a difference to our officers to understand that when they're out there doing their job every day, the community appreciates it and loves to see what they're doing and knows that they're there to protect them. And having them come out to participate in events like this is just great for the troops, great for morale.
you've been from police officer to sergeant, lieutenant, commander, and now you've been graced to be chief in the Houston Police Department. Tell us a little bit about that. How do you see things from over here versus when you had one of the commands in one of the stations?
I think the most important thing, and we hear this all the time, and I've been hearing it ever since I first made sergeant, is, hey, don't forget where you came from. Yeah. And I think it's so important for people in our position and the higher up management of the department to understand that in reality, we work for the troops. They don't work for us. I mean, we may sign the paychecks, we may sign the overtime slips, but in reality, our job is to give them the tools that they need to do the job so that they can go out and serve the community.
There you go. Thank you so much for sharing a couple of minutes here with us.
Certainly. Great.
And you enjoyed tonight.
Oh, yes.
All right, we'll continue with more Community Shield of the Houston Police Department. We continue with Community Shield of the Houston Police Department. Today, the OI Gala. Yeah, 41 years of serving, officers of serving the community, and today we honor them. 41 years, tenemos al presidente, the president of OI. He's been graced with that, all that work.
Yes.
Señor Chief Garcia, how are you doing, sir?
Good. How are you? Thank you.
Good, just having a good time tonight. What are your expectations? We see lots of sponsors that are here, people that have supported policing, and just how great is it to be able to exchange ideas and words and just the gratitude to them?
Oh, it's a great opportunity for us to showcase what the Houston Police Department is all about. It's about us honoring the men and women of the Houston Police Department, specifically the men and women tonight with OI. As you said, it's been 41 years that this organization has been in existence. And each of those 41 years, we've honored the men and women for the service, for the dedication, just for the professionalism for the city and for our citizens. So it's definitely a great night, a great event. And like you said, you mentioned, we want to thank our sponsors. Sure. We want to thank our volunteers, because without the sponsors and without those volunteers, this could not be possible. So we want to thank them for their generosity and for their contributions, and just thank them for their support.
So many moving pieces to finally have the event. This has been in the planning for a couple of months, meeting after meeting, and just making phone calls and just getting people involved. How do you feel like it's all right? It's almost there.
Well, I tell you, I've said this already. If we do this again, we're going to get an event planner, a professional event planner. No, just joking aside. It really is a lot of work. Because we are full-time employees. Yeah. We have, outside our work, we have our families, and this is just something else that we put in what we need to do. But at the end, it's all about doing good work, and it's all about honoring our folks, and it's all about giving back to our communities. Yeah. And that's what it's all about.
And you might think, what does Chief Garcia do as chief? What are you over, sir?
I'm over the Special Investigations Command.
And that has a whole bunch of different units, right?
So Special Investigations Command is part of a command in the Houston Police Department, and in that command, it's auto theft, gangs, narcotics, vice, and major offenders.
Okay, so he's got a very, very full plate here.
It is very busy, yes.
So, and with all of that he's got to deal with, all the critical incidents that are happening around the city, every single appearance that our chiefs make all over the city, still has to organize something like this. I think you've become like an expert by now. You can organize a quinceañera,
No. I think this is gonna be my limit. Yeah.
Even a wedding. I don't know. I'm gonna be calling you. No. All right, there it is. Chief, any last words here?
Thank y'all very much. Good to have y'all here, and again, thank y'all for your contribution. And here's to a great night, and to go Astros.
Go Astros. All right. We continue with more in Community Shield of the Houston Police Department as we celebrate 41 años, 41 years of the OI Committee, awarding scholarships and just showcasing the good work of the Houston Police Department. And continuing to just say hi to the beautiful people that are joining us, community stakeholders that do so much, impact our communities, and they're joining us for this celebration. ¿Cómo está? Preséntense, por favor.
Me llamo Israel Gómez, soy un policía jubilado del departamento de Houston.
All right, retired police officer. All right, all
Yes,
right.
sir.
Good deal. How long did you serve?
23 años.
Only 20, más 23, so 23 years. Wow. Okay,
Yeah, 23.
all right. And you still look so youthful here.
Oh, muchas gracias. Thank you.
And then we see a lovely bride over here.
Yes, sir.
My name is Martha Martinez Gomez, and I'm his wife.
Very familiar faces. You've seen them in different events, and one in particular, Navidad en el Barrio.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have a officer that retired supposedly, but he jumped into another endeavor that it's probably more intricate and kind of crazier than serving the streets, but now actually serving thousands and thousands of kids with toys.
Right. Well, I was, it's okay to speak English?
Go ahead, yeah.
I was very fortunate back in 1987, 35 years ago, to be able to start Navidad en el Barrio while I was in the Houston Police Department.
How many years ago?
35 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
I had black hair like you back then.
Okay.
But anyway, but the beauty was that the Houston Police Department really endorsed our program and supported it and wanted us to be involved in our community. And well, who would have thought that 35 years later we'd still be here serving our community? But it was through HPD that we were able to accomplish this.
There you go. Navidad en el Barrio. Cuéntame usted, and I'm sure you're all over. You're tangled up already, all over in there.
Yeah, so I'm the president of Navidad en el Barrio, and I also work for Child Advocates. So since graduating, I've always worked in the community, and I've been very blessed. Gracias a Dios. He's put a lot of angels in my path since I was little. And
with the exception of me right now. Right? I don't know about an angel me.
And I feel like that's what I have to do is give back to the community, and this is one of the ways that we can do it is through Navidad en el Barrio and through Child Advocates.
Órale, and tell me a little bit about Child Advocates. How do we get that? How do we get in contact with Child Advocates?
So Child Advocates, it's the court-appointed special advocates program. And we're appointed to children that are in CPS cases.
Okay.
And if you need to get in touch with them, it's www.childadvocates.org.
That is a tough gig right there to go through that and see the stories and hear the stories of those kids.
Yes, but it is very rewarding, and you do have a lot of support. So we're always looking for volunteers, especially Hispanic male volunteers. So if you're interested, if you have a calling, please give us a call.
There it is, Navidad en el Barrio presente en el día de hoy. Hoy committee celebrating 41 years. So now we're going to be partying, celebrating police officers.
Yes, definitely. And I forgot to say that I used to be a board member of Hispanic Officer of the Year, and it's just a joy to come back and see a lot of old friends. Well, experienced friends, not old. Anyway, but yes, and I believe in their cause and what they do, and I'm so glad this, I believe, is their first gala. Mm-hmm. We used to have a lunch for the officers, but so it's beautiful to see that they're growing.
You know, when they told me that they wanted to have a gala, I just thought we were going to have some tacos, some birria, maybe some menudo, and call it a day. I came in, I was like, what in the world is this?
That's it. I was waiting for the menudo, pero ahí vamos.
Pozole, mole.
Oh, mole, arroz, frijoles. Yes.
Tortillas de harina que se inflan.
Y de maíz también.
Eso. ¿Algún saludo que quieran mandar?
Yo sí quiero dar las gracias a la comunidad hispana, la comunidad de Houston, no nada más la comunidad hispana, pero por todo el apoyo que nos han dado durante estos 35 años. Gracias a Dios y gracias a ustedes estamos aquí todavía para servir la comunidad.
Gracias. Thank you. It's been an honor to have you guys here and for joining us. Okay, gracias.
We'll talk later.
Yes, so. All right, so we continue with Community Shield of the Houston Police Department. This is truly fun. We're going to go and see some images from the A-Poll event, all right? They also had an amazing event where they honored police officers, and let's just get a couple of words. Specifically, we're going to talk to this officer that was the first sergeant of the Houston Police Department. You're going to hear a little bit about him as he made his way to the festivities where we were honoring police officers. And also we're going to speak to a veteran that served so many years as president of the A-Poll and just is one of the trailblazers. You're going to see him right after that interview here in Community Shield of the Houston Police Department, where we will all be honoring police officers. 41 years already. All right, don't go anywhere. Continue with this awesome night, and we're going to interview a superstar, right?
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, no. I saw you featured on a movie right there. Yes. You're a legendary superstar. You were one of the first African American sergeant for the Houston Police Department.
I was the first.
Yes.
First American. So 1974.
1974. How does it feel to be that pioneer, the one who kind of prepared the way?
It was great. It was a great feeling. You had to do an awful lot of work to get there. I spent a many night studying in my son's treehouse to get promotion.
Okay.
And it finally happened in 1974. 1974.
All right.
Of course, I'd had another career. You know, I was the first black supervisor and the first black player with the Astros, Houston Astros, Colt 45.
Ooh. Look at that.
So I left baseball and came into police work.
Leaving baseball to come to a policing job, I'm sure, that's the glamour. I left radio to come to HPD. You left baseball to come to HPD, the police force. You know, we're not the most popular people out there.
I understand.
So what made you do that?
Well, for one thing, I ran this course with baseball. And I said, well, I want to do something that I can do and help the community, help myself, and still, make a decent, good living. And I've always desired to be an officer. And so I fulfilled 1974 when I started. And that's 1974 is actually when I made sergeant. I went and studied many nights.
Yes.
Many nights.
I feel you. I feel the pain. You know that?
In 1974 it happened.
Well, good deal, sir. I'm really proud of just to have you. We're really honored to see you out here and to have you in this amazing event. Okay, it is people like you that prepared the way for so many that came after, and we just hope that everybody that came after values the work. And I'm so grateful that you're here today.
Thank you. And I have a book out, incidentally.
Okay.
Maybe some of you will be able to get one copy for it.
What's the name?
Hartman Fields' Way Through Major Leagues Baseball.
There it is.
Simple name.
Sargento Hartman right here at the Apple. Amen. Sergeant Hartman here at the April Masquerade Gala event. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
We continue, and this is an honor. We are speaking with some true legends in the Houston Police Department and people that have impacted the department so much. We have one of our previous past presidents of APOL, and today nominated for the Emeritus President Award.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how are you doing? What brings you to this amazing party?
Well, it's something that we started years ago. I did 35 years on the police department, and they are continuing with their with our legacy. It's a very nice crowd here this afternoon.
Now, back in the day, it was a little different.
Absolutely, it was a lot different.
Okay.
Yeah. But as things go, things change. They have progressed very good. So I'm just elated to be here. I spent 13 years as a president.
Yes.
And I see that my vision, also my wishes continue throughout the years.
Now, sometimes as president, we can agree that you have to make some really tough decisions, and sometimes you're not the most popular person there, but you got to continue, right?
Absolutely. As president, everything rests on your shoulders. You have to. It's like you have to be responsible for the hundreds and hundreds of officers, and then that kind of weighs on you as well. But throughout the years, we made it and it was successful.
Yep. And people, when they go to you with a problem, they want a resolution, and sometimes resolutions don't happen so quick.
No, sometimes resolutions don't happen at all.
Yep.
Because what one officer may think that he's right, well, he may not be right. And then he gets mad at you because he feels you're not doing him injustice. So, you know, it's just the way of the times.
But you know what? Here, this event right here is a result of all of those things you dealt with in the beginning. And this is the result. This is the success of the work that you have put in, and then the legacy that you have left.
Oh yeah. And I am very, very, very proud just to see the way it turns out. We started with the giving out awards for what do they call it? For the kids. The
Kids Award. Kids Awards.
Right. We started that, giving out that, and it has grown so much that I am so proud just to see all this has transpired throughout the years.
All right, well there it is. Words of wisdom to everybody. What do you say to everybody that's watching the program and says, what else do we need to do to keep growing and keep making this better?
What we need to keep growing is participation from the community. We've had good participation, but we need more. We need more and more throughout the community to come out and see exactly what the Afro-American Police Officer League is.
There it is. Words of wisdom. Sergeant Love, check it out. And everybody that comes after Sergeant Love, some words of wisdom, search for it. You got a lot of good stuff here, all right?
Yes, sir.
May you enjoy this day, and may you receive all the honor and
This has been a NowMedia television feature presentation. All rights reserved.
Are you considering selling more than likely what is the most expensive investment, your home, now or in the near future? Before you throw away precious equity down the drain and live to regret it, I'd like to share with you 5 reasons why you need to stage your space, whether living in it or selling it vacant. Hello, I'm Kat Trelinos, President, Master Staging Professional, and CEO of Tada by Kat Next Level Staging and Design. Number 1, you need to stage because you'll make more money. According to the National Association of Realtors, more than 5 to 20% more staged. Number 2, so buyers can visualize the staged property as their next home. Stage because number 3, not staging will only help sell your competition stage homes. Successful realtors know that the key to competing is professional staging because it creates great online presentations, drives buyer traffic to the home, and brings the highest offers. Number 4, stage because it makes the home seem larger when strategic placement and flow are created with proper staging. And number 5, stage because then you can relax, knowing you've done everything possible to get a quick sale, not leave any money on the table. Let our award-winning team bring the magic of next level staging to your property today. Be prepared to be Tarad. You'll be glad you did.
Hi, my name is Elias Basabe, founder of Little Maria's Cafe Restaurant in West Houston, located in 2901 Wilkers Drive, Suite 137, first floor. Here you will find a family-friendly and relaxed environment where you can enjoy a delicious homemade breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We know you need to get to work fast, and we want you to enjoy a tasty, quality, and healthy homemade food. So come and visit us for a great nutritious meal at an affordable price. We specialize in tasty breakfasts, deli sandwiches, fish, even barbecue cookouts. Little Maria's Cafe has it all. We only use the great quality of Head meats and products. Just like you, we love to get you up early. Little Maria's Cafe is open from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can dine in with us during breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or we can have it ready for you for pickup. Visit us today on the first floor of the CMPC Center at 2901 Wilkers Drive, Suite 137, first floor. Order now at 832-667-8376, Little Maria's Cafe.
Hi, I'm Dave Smith, professional organizing and productivity consultant, speaker, and author. Do you want to improve your productivity and organizational flow? Whether it's your commercial office space, inventory warehouse, restaurant, or home, we have simple organizing solutions to help you increase your efficiency and productivity so that you can be more present, productive, and profitable. Let me take your business to the next level with simple organizing solutions. As a professional organizer for more than 15 years, when it comes to organization, I bring the